Welcome to Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm Josh Coan.
I'm Carter Burquest.
Today we're talking about the Minnesota Vikings. It's been an interesting season. Probably not what any of us expected at all. So here we are talking about, will the Vikings make the playoffs? I didn't think we'd have to have this discussion this year at all, but that's where we are right now. So let's talk about it. Will the Vikings make the playoffs this year?
Yeah, that's a sobering conversation to have. That was not one that we thought it was all but assured that this team was going to make the playoffs. It was just going to be, hey, can we get the 1 seed, essentially, is what we thought we'd be discussing here, not will we actually make the playoffs. The odds say yes, we should still make the playoffs. We still have the odds in our favor if you want to go Hunger Games on it. But in an optimistic stance, it's tough to be super optimistic at this point just based on how we've played. It's also tough to pinpoint exactly what the issue is. It seems to be a multitude of smaller different things that are continuing to add up. Yes, we're playing a tougher schedule, which always makes it a little bit more difficult. I don't know. I do think we still make the playoffs. This game against Seattle is going to be huge. We have to win this game here. After that, I do think we close out the year with 3 wins. I think you beat Miami. I think you do beat Detroit. And I think at home against Chicago in a game you're probably going to have. I think you can still win that game. I have enough faith to say that. But the Seattle game will go a long way in swaying our decisions one way or another.
Yeah, there's no question this Seattle game is huge, but if we lose to Seattle, it's the last 3 games that really make the difference. Win or lose against Seattle, we have to win those last 3 games. So as excited as I am for the Seattle game, as big as it is, the Seattle game really isn't must win because right now Seattle's ahead of us anyways. They get the 5 seed, we get the 6 seed if we can win out theoretically. It is super disappointing to have this conversation, to even be discussing whether or not we're making the playoffs because like you said at the beginning of the season, it was about can we get a first round bye? And then expectations got a little bit lower and it was like, okay, can we still win the division? Now it's like, can we even get in, squeak in as a wild card? If I had to put money on it right now, I would put yes, we'll make the playoffs. Not very confident. This team is the definition of a borderline playoff team. We beat bad teams, we lose to good teams. Although occasionally with the Bills, we lost to a bad team as well. I'm with you, I don't know what the problem is. It seems like the talent's there. We've had some injuries, the schedule is harder, but it's just not coming together somehow, you know how you gotta have luck. This year it just seems like nothing's going our way. It just seems like the ball's not really bouncing our way. And it just looks like it's not our year. I think we're talented enough to still make the playoffs, but man, it's hard to say, but I don't see us doing much damage when we get into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough because I do think we can beat any team in the league, and I don't think if I'm another playoff team in the NFC, I'm pointing at the Vikings and saying that's the team I want to play in the playoffs. I don't think that, and I think we do have all the pieces there. It just doesn't seem like we've had any sort of rhythm. We get in a rhythm defensively, and then the offense can't do anything. We get in a rhythm offensively, and the defense is falling apart. It's just we can't find that cohesive nature where the offense and the defense is clicking at the same time. We've had way too many turnovers. We haven't run the ball. I saw a crazy stat, actually, where we're looking at the yards per carry from last year to this year, and you look at our team last year and you thought, well, we ran the ball so well. This year we can't run the ball at all. It's actually the same exact yards per carry year to year. We just happened to run the ball quite a bit more last year. And I think that's something we really need to get back to complement the defense, keep them off the field, keep them fresh, run the ball. Dalvin Cook seems to be really coming into his own. You can see the speeds there. You can see that dynamic playmaking ability. Give him the ball, run the ball, play December football, play turnover free. And I think that gives us a really good shot here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, if we get in as a 6 seed and everything starts clicking, this is a team that could be theoretically very dangerous, but for some reason it's not clicking right now. So if we get there, I think we do have a chance to maybe do something when we're there. But yeah, things just aren't working well. And that running thing is interesting. I didn't know we had the same yards per carry as last year because it does seem like the running game is so much worse than it was last year. Maybe it's play calling. I think Zimmer's even talked about we need to run the ball more. We'll see kind of how things go the next few weeks, and maybe at the end of the season we'll have to do a video about whether DeFilippo will be back or not. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys think. Will the Vikings make the playoffs?